everyone, it's Pavlina from the Pavlina Show, and I am here with my very good friend Sebastian. And
How are you, honey? So good to see you again.
I'm great. It's great to see you again. This is so much fun. We're in your amazing salon. You have done eyebrows and makeup, really, for everyone, celebrities and everything. It's so exciting.
It's been a great journey. It's been an absolute great journey.
It definitely has.
Be happier.
Yes, I know. So we're going to be talking about eyebrows. Okay, let's talk eyebrows. So when did it start? You know, like if we start like the beginning. Okay, so with eyebrows, like when did it, people start caring about their eyebrows? It's framing your face, all of that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, brows actually started, if we look back all the way back to the Egyptians and the hieroglyphics, we can see that the higher the power in the pharaohs, the darker the brows were. So they actually started filling in their brows and signifying strength and power all the way back with the Egyptians. Then we fast forward and we got an icon of Queen Elizabeth. In her era of time, it was common for women to shave the brows off completely. And being the beautiful strawberry redhead that she was, with her beautiful red eyebrows, she said, I'm not having it. And so she was the first in that era that would actually draw back in her eyebrows, the red color that they were. So it kind of changed that. And then we saw Marie Antoinette have fun with colors in her eyebrows. Then bringing us up to the 1900s, where we've seen from thin waxing to overgrown, to the Brooke Shields eyebrows, to the Audrey Hepburn, to the Joan Crawford. So brows actually make legendary pieces if done right. And the thing is what I've noticed, especially when we're talking about trends, I think it's important to understand the difference between someone's style and a trend. And that goes for fashion or beauty. A trend is just a commercial way of changing things up. It's also a big money marketing spot. Where I think a lot of people drop the ball is they think that because it's a trend, it looks good on them. And that's completely opposite. Style is knowing your body, knowing your face, knowing your features, and working what you have within a trend and creating your own style. So with that being said, in fashion and in beauty, it kind of has the same thing where we've seen the last couple of years the big, bold, full eyebrow. And what I've come to notice, and even women are starting to notice, is that that's really dominating the face. Big, full brows are great, but when they control your features or weigh the eyes down or round the face out or work against you, it's not necessarily the right trend for you. It's finding your style within the bold, full eyebrows. So moving into 2017, what we're doing is, we are changing gears a little bit. One of the great things about having a studio here in Midtown in New York is I get to see women from all over the world on a daily basis. And so what I've found over the last 18 years to be consistent is what I've noticed beauty to truly mean, from working behind scenes on fashion shows to fashion editorials to weddings to simply here in the salon with wonderful women from everywhere, is that beauty is not what you wear or the colors that you wear, but the confidence in which you wear it. And so many times in the industry, to be able to start and seeing a woman, whether she's tired or beat down or so on and so forth, as we develop through eyebrows and makeup and transform and bring out the features, to see the shoulders roll back and that chin come up in confidence, that's beauty. And I can put the same outfit on two people. If one has no confidence, that's not going to sell an outfit, whereas the confidence comes from within and exudes. And so a lot of people, we've heard it, we know it, and it's like, well, where do I start? I do want to feel good about myself. I want to feel better, because the better we feel, the more we get motivated to increase that. And it just kind of snowballs effect to success. So where do we start? We start with eyebrows. If all else fails, start with eyebrows. And the reason why that's important is the new trend that we're going into is all about the arch. So we're still going full bold brows, but instead of the domination of it, now we're going to start personalizing it. Now, when I say it's all about the arch of the brow can actually bring out a lot of the features if placed correctly. And that's super important to know. If the arch is too much in the middle of the brow, it'll make you look surprised. It can make you look angry. Nobody wants the McDonald's arches. So there's a lot that goes into it. To get the right brow arch, you have to understand the difference between brow shaping through hair removal, waxing and threading, and brow artistry, which is tweezing, where the brow artistry is focused on the features of your face and working the brow into your features rather than some generic wax strip, which is extremely, extremely dangerous for the eye because it does break down collagen, causing crow's feet, saggy lids, and you're gambling with your eyebrow every time.
I know. I remember we talked about that last time, and I'm like, I'm never going back to waxing and like threading, scary stuff. Now, if someone wants to, of course, they can go through your brow rehab and everything. But if someone is, teenager and they're just like, I don't know what to do with my eyebrows. I try to tweeze them and it's like turns out to be a mess. What would you recommend they do?
What I definitely recommend, I'm glad you brought the teenagers up. I recommend that kids don't start till they're 13. That's my one big rule of thumb is when is a girl ready to start with her eyebrows? I say 13. Now there's always exceptions to every rule. If an 11-year-old is completely self-conscious with her unibrow and her overbushed eyebrows, then that's an important exception. Also to not overprocess eyebrows with teenagers. So for our young, beautiful little ladies, what's important is, again, understanding that a brow artist is like a makeup artist is trained and experienced within that industry. Me doing brows for celebrities and women worldwide for 18 years, I still don't even touch my own eyebrows. It's impossible. It's like trying to cut your own hair. It just doesn't work. So the whole thing of taking matters into your own hand is almost as bad as waxing because we're so close and it makes a mess every time. I know when I'm trying to do it, I get a little more courageous because it's my own eyebrows. Oops, I made a little hole. Now I got to fix it. And before you know it, I'm completely lopsided. So again, always look, even if it's to start to create that shape and then having someone you trust maybe threading in between is another option. But again, for my advice, it's definitely to find tweeze only brow artists.
Now, the trends that are going on in 2017, can we just go a little bit more in depth in those and what's going on? What can people expect? Everything like that.
Sure. Now, in regards of beauty, fashion, or in general. So we're in really exciting times. Again, I'm going to go back to the trends versus style. There are many trends coming out. And what's great about many trends is you have to go through the trends and find out what fits your personality. Once you find a trend that kind of fits you, then you start customizing it and making it a little more personal. What we're seeing is we're going into a lot of street grunge, which is exciting because you can have a lot of fun with it, but also it's a trend that's very comfortable. Whether it be holes in the jeans, more relaxed, a good rock band, Metallica or Kiss t-shirt, punk rock hair, we're seeing from the conservative pompadour to man braids to cornrows to messy to punk rock. For as far as makeup, you can go as extreme, again, staying with the grunge and the smoky eyes, the red lips. Absolutely wonderful. But what I'm personally excited about, and the rest are probably the makeup artists here in New York City as well, welcome back glitter. So we're finally bringing glitter back in the scene. So, and again, keeping in mind that what looks good on you. If you're 80, the chance of a big eye full of glitter may not look the best. But if it fits your personality, it's the right style for you.
Yes. And kind of going on that note, self-beauty and self-worth and all that stuff, just tell me what you think about it.
Well, what I think about it is that once we get a little taste of feeling good about ourselves. So for example, what I see all the time, and which is the greatest reward for what I do, is being able to create beauty in a way that a woman feels, or even a guy. We do a lot of guy eyebrows as well, which is important, men. So just keeping it clean, but when your brows help to wake the eye up and make you look younger and pop your cheekbones and make the face look thinner, it already motivates you because it's something that makes us feel good. We see ourselves a little bit different in the mirror. And that encourages, well, my brows are on fleek, so let's throw a little eye on today. And then you throw a little eye on, and it's like, well, I got to do a little something cute with my hair. And then the hairs and makeup, everything's looking good. Well, you're going to spend a little more time putting an outfit together. Now you have this ensemble put together because, we start out with one that motivates us to continue feeling better about ourselves. And then we go through our day with our shoulders held high because our confidence level's high. People don't know what's different about us, but they notice something different about us, and so they compliment. Oh, wow, you look great today. And so that kind of feeds that, and there's where that snowball effect comes. Well, oh, it really feels good to put myself together and clean up well, like most people say. And so it becomes a cycle of wanting to feel better about yourself and through looking better. And I think that's really important. A lot of people are shunned off by the word vanity. I think vanity is a very important part of self-love and self-worth. To use vanity as a way to kind of stop you from making yourself look better and feeling better, I think is just an excuse that lazy people use.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for talking.
Honey, it's always been a pleasure. I look forward to it. How that arch just, but look how it narrows out. Look at your features, how much more pronounced they back out. But when they're, this part here, see when it's more rounded, that's all your weight here, so it just like.
That's crazy. That amazes me every time. Like I never get like old, like, oh,
Right,
they
exactly.
actually show stuff.